My name is Steve Holt. I'm an owner of a 1931 Model 8 standard two-door sedan. I work at DS Volition in Champaign, Illinois, and I'm a principal concept artist for a video game development company. I've always been interested in old cars. I liked the way they looked, and I knew that they were very different from the newer cars, and I thought it'd be a mechanical challenge to have a car like that. The Prairie A's Club is a group of people that own Model A's, and they get together once a week in one of the fellows' workshops, and we sit around and tell stories and stuff and have a good time, and then we work on each other's cars. Recently we had a tour of the Model A Antique Ford Club, and we met in a local shopping center, and we all got together, and some of the fellows brought their wives, and we had probably 8 cars, trucks, all different colors and things, generally of all Model A's. One fella did bring a Model T, but he had to leave it behind because it wasn't running quite right. And we get in our cars and we head out. One fella maps out a journey, a tour for us, all the back roads. And it's fun to do that because you're on roads that Model A's traveled when they were new. We stay off of the interstate. We're only going about 35 or 40 miles an hour. And we drove through the countryside to a John Deere tractor museum, and there was a private collection of maybe 35 or 40 really beautifully restored tractors and all kinds of tractor memorabilia. And we spent some time there, and then we journeyed a little bit further to Tuscola, Illinois, where we had a really nice lunch in a corner restaurant that made chocolate, and it still had its original soda fountain up in front. And then we lined up all the cars along the street, and there was very little things along the street that showed it was in the 21st century. And then we had a leisurely trip back home, and we're all home by 4 o'clock in the afternoon. My favorite part is seeing the reactions of people's faces when I go down the street.
I'll go home and get my dirt bike and train it.
The thing I like about having a real life Model A that you get into and drive is it's so much different than looking at one in a magazine or going online and seeing pictures of one or looking them in the movies. You actually feel this car, and you see the car, you smell the car, you hear the car. It's basically exactly the way your ancestors experienced their cars when they were young. And there's no other way of doing that without the efforts of individuals that want to keep these cars running.